Hey, Mark.
Hey, Dave. You still amongst living with me, I see.
Yeah, I tell you, it's like being partially asleep and not quite awake. I think is the way I would describe it. I'm here and I'm conscious, but man, I do fade occasionally.
Yes, indeed.
It has been a rough time, and I'm glad it is over and we came through it okay. And so many people, boy, I'm so sorrowful for the loss of life in that storm. You know,
Absolutely. It always bothers us. We see this coming. We warn as much as we can for everybody who'll listen to us, but we can't do anything about it. It's going to do what it's going to do, and all we can do is try to tell everyone how to stay safe. But
that's right.
the storms are going to do what the storms are going to do, and we can't do anything about it. And it always hurts our heart to see the aftermath.
I'm looking at some of the comments. You guys are great. Some of you stayed with us the whole time. Uh, I see Chris Meacham's on. He was out amongst us too that night. So he says, "Good
Yeah,
afternoon, cold buddies." And our good friend Dave, I can always count on him. You know he's going to be there for us. And I appreciate you, Dave. You don't know how much it is, how good it is to see old friends like you on with us. He says, "Hello, David Mark." And Linda McElrath, there she is. She says, "Hey, y'all." Jackie Mathis says, "Hey, David, Mark, and Thunder Buddies. I tell you, it's good to see all of you." Darlene Manning says, "Hello, David, Mark." Tracy Runyon, "Greetings, David and Mark. Sorry to have conked out on you two Friday night. You know, it's
yeah, that's quite all
understandable.
right.
It's a wonder I didn't. I guess I did kind of conk out you know, sometimes
Every
I'm.
once in a while.
Yeah, well, I'm going along, and then all of a sudden, it's 5 seconds go by. I had just conked out 5 seconds, and then here I am. But anyway, Tammy Tatum's on with us. Mary Vorvis, hi, Mary, and Stephanie. Let's see, I'm going to have to get my glasses on here pretty soon. Stephanie Gross, hi, hi. Thank you, David, for all you do. I appreciate that, Stephanie. Janice Davis, we were so lucky here in this area. Gosh, you guys just don't know how much.
Yep,
30
yep,
people
yep.
was the death toll, I think, now, right, Mark?
Yeah, I think it's a little over 30, but 30 was the last solid number I saw.
Yeah, and the bad thing,
And
we
and that includes the tornadoes in Missouri, tornadoes in Arkansas, tornadoes in Mississippi, which
mm,
happened the night we were on, plus the next day, and actually three that passed because of the dust storm in Texas that was associated with this system.
yeah, it's there's no words to actually say why we were spared while the others weren't. But I mean, you know as well as I do. I mean, it had nothing to do with a cap or anything like that. It had to do with a dry air intrusion, which it wasn't expected, nor did it show up anywhere. But there it was, and
Yeah, we kind of had a little inkling that it might be
yeah,
there, but with all the other stuff going on, we really didn't want to say much of anything.
yeah.
So yeah, we just let the forecast ride as it
Well,
was.
you don't want to let people have the guard down, and then if something
True.
does happen, that's the bad part about it. Rebecca Val says, "I had to take a 4 hour nap this afternoon after the wild this wild weekend." Yeah,
Absolutely.
Rebecca, I don't know if I've slept 4 hours straight since then, but I have had some rest, and I'm a little better. But it's going to take another day or two before I'm back to my old normal self. Nikki Winter says, "Hey, friends, just joining. What did I miss? You haven't missed anything yet, Nikki. Hang on." Caleb Eaton says, "Glad the storm's over." Yeah, me too, Caleb. Mike Bynum. "Hello, David. Hello, Mark. Hope Ewans." I love the way he talks. "Hope Ewans are
Ewans.
good and rested up. You're so very
Actually,
appreciated."
he doesn't say it Ewans. He probably said Yuns.
Oh, well, I know what he meant. "You're so appreciated. May God bless you both for all you do." Crystal Eden, hi, David Mark. Mike Bynum says, "Hello, Thunder Buddies," to everybody. Uh, Suzanne Roberts says, "Hi, David Mark." Hi, Suzanne. Angie says, "I feel the ingredients were there for it to be bad. It just didn't fire off. We're grateful for you all." And of course, we take no credit. The only
No,
explanation was the prayers are
lots
being
of
offered up.
prayers.
Yeah. I've seen that happen before when things look so bad, but then uh, we just get spared. Mike Bynum said we had a tornado hit Algiers, which is 16 miles southwest of us here in
Yeah,
Washington,
I saw
Indiana.
that. I
Yeah,
saw
I'm
that.
glad that you came out okay there, Mike. It could have been really bad. Caleb Eaton says, "Hey, I slept almost 12 hours after all that." He's one of them stayed with us the whole time.
Yeah,
Tracy
I would
Rainey,
have liked to have.
yeah, Tracy Rainey says, "Both of you need to get home, have a good dinner, and head for bed early if you can this evening. You do a yeoman's job when it comes to keeping everyone informed, calm, and safe." Yeah,
We're glad to do it.
Chris Mitchell said that was my first nighttime and long time waiting in a long time. I think I know what he meant by that. Hey,
Yep.
there's our friend Ruth Cornelius. She says, David, take it one day at a time. And Tracy Rain says, brightest blessings always. You know,
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, let me go get Mark back because he decided to leave me just as I was getting ready to talk. So I'll find him here. Here we go. Oh, good grief. Okay. I'm getting pretty good at this. You know, sometimes it's, well, hold on. I said I was. I haven't got there yet, but I'm working on it. Okay. Hold on. Here we go. Now let's see if that brings him back here in a minute. I'll be watching for him, but let's see here. Well, here we go. I found him. I think I found him. Yes, I found him. Okay, I got you back.
All right.
Uh, our,
This is getting downright frustrating.
I know it, but you know we got to get our people rested up, and we will tackle this. You know, Shane's
Yes,
working on it,
yes.
but he's like the rest of. He was up long hours that night, and
Yeah.
they stopped by earlier. Him and Amy both, and it was good to see them. You know, as a lot of them do after we get an event like that, they'll stop by and see how the
You
rest
know,
of
one of the
us are
things
doing.
I was going to say before I was so rudely tossed out is that this is what you find out when you become one of our spotters. We will spend hours and hours and hours waiting for the event to kick off or for the weather to get here, only for a few, usually just moments when everything is absolutely just terrifying
Yeah.
with the weather going through, and then it's gone. And then you have the rest of the time to try to process what happened.
Yeah, Carolyn Camplin says, thanks for all of you. Even though we know who controls the weather, he gives y'all the knowledge to inform us and help us to be safe. Sorry for all the deaths, but thankful we were spared another time. God bless y'all and get some needed rest. You know, that's very nice of her to say that. It means a lot. And Angie says, Chris Meacham, the power of prayer is amazing. And it
Amen.
is. Chris says, thanks everyone for y'all's prayers the other night. We needed them all. We're so grateful to our group. And yeah, that's what, you know, you have to kind of be here or be in this group to really realize what's going on. But
Yeah.
To see the stuff happening behind the scenes, if you don't have compassion, then you couldn't go on, I don't think. The good
Yeah.
thing is that you have to care about people. And regardless of what some people say, oh, we get paid. Well, I could go on food stamps with what I get paid here. But we do it because we care about people. And that's the only reason we do it. Mike Bynum says, I want to say I love the way David, you and Mark love other people. You know, Jesus said, love is the greatest command of all. I love you, you and both. Thank you, my precious friends.
Back at you,
Doesn't
Mike.
that get to your heart? Thank you, Mike.
It does.
It means so much to see the support coming from you guys. I wish that, well, let's just put it this way. When I say my prayers tonight, I'm going to ask God to bless all of you who have blessed us so richly in what we do. Tammy Tatum says, your muffins are in the bottom of the refrigerator and your deer meat's in the freezer. I saw that, Tammy. Hey, Tammy was just such a benefit to us, wasn't she, Mark?
Yes, she was.
She,
I want to give a shout out to all the people who work behind the scenes with us
oh,
here.
yes.
Donna and Tammy
Tambra.
Tatum and my
Yeah,
lovely wife, Tambra,
She,
who put in a lot of long hours with us too.
they did. They worked their butts off, and just to make sure we were keep going, could stay on the air and do the best we can. Mike Bannum says, you're very welcome. I mean it, David Mark. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, Mike. You know what? Because if I say too much, it's gonna, I don't know, it'll get my throat choked up a little bit or something. I won't be able to talk too well. So,
Yeah.
but I think sometimes words aren't necessary between friends, and that's what it is. Anyway, okay, so let's talk a little bit about the weather, Mark. We need to tell everybody what it's going to do. So let's go ahead and give them a word.
Okay. Well, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies this afternoon. We are starting to see the sun break out to the west of us a little bit here, and it's coming our way. Uh, Temperatures are going to probably remain in the middle 40s, dropping down to the low 30s tonight. We will clear out a little bit. Monday, we're looking for a sunny day with a high near 60. Tuesday, high near 72. We'll only be down Monday night into the low 40s. Wednesday, we stand about a 50-50 chance of showers coming in again. Maybe some thunderstorms with that, but right now it's not looking severe. Most of the parameters don't look real strong for any kind of severe event. We'll have to keep an eye on it. They are mentioning it in the SPC, but they weren't using very strong language. They just said that they're not sure if all the elements will come together very well for any kind of severe weather with that system coming through. After that, we'll just have a nice rest of the week up until the weekend. We'll see another chance of rain for the weekend. Our temperatures will be kind of up and down. They'll be like up in the 70s one day and then down in the 50s the next, and then back up in the 60s the next. So typical springtime.
I do want to say, Carolyn Campbell says, without all the prayers, who knows where we would be? So thankful for the higher power we can call on. Boy, isn't that the truth? Ruth Cornelius, we all mean it. Y'all are the best. And Becky Deason says, hello, glad to hear from y'all, and I appreciate everything y'all do. Boy, I tell you, I just, and yeah, Mike, you're right. So I do want to look real quick and see if we can see. Look at there. There's Lakeside Campground, and look how beautiful it is over there.
Blue sky coming out, too.
Yeah, this is over at Kentucky Lake right now. This is a live shot from our good friend Michael Vance at Lakeside Campground Marina, 49 degrees. So, yeah, it kind of looks peaceful there, doesn't it?
It does.
I think maybe a little sunshine would help us all and give us a brighter outlook on the day if we could get some sunshine in here. Probably not going to make it too much in here until later on. When the skies would clear. Danny Shoemake says, good job, guys, from Auburn. Thank you, Danny. Thank you very much. Angie says, that is such a peaceful view, the calm after the storm.
Yep.
She's right. It is. Tracy Runyon says, the sun is a great healer. I think it is. I think so. Let me see what else is out here. Let me look at some of these other cameras if they don't pop up with that stupid logo over them. This is over at I-24 and 6880 in Trigg County. That's at the courtesy of the WKDZ studios. And
there's starting to be some breaks in the clouds there. The bigger breaks haven't quite gotten there yet. Right. But they're getting there.
Let's go a little further west. We'll look at the Cadiz, downtown Cadiz, and there it is much brighter. There it is. But there's the logos jumping up there in the window. But it does look nice. I wish we could see the sun here. It will be here soon, so... we can't wish our life
out on a what had been a rather raw and drizzly.
Oh, I know. So anyway, I see a few people like it. We got several viewers on. If you haven't subscribed, it would be nice for you to subscribe. It would make us, well, it just helps. It helps this channel a lot. Helps us to do what we do, and keep bringing it all to you and keeping up the good technology.
I wish you were still on the lakeside camera. There's two geese swimming through.
Well, I think we can get over here to it real quick. Oh, yeah, I see them. Looks like they're going to go honking. Honk, honk.
Yeah. Well,
Oh
the
my
LBL
goodness.
area is on the migration route for the geese, and I guess
Yes, it
they're
is.
heading
It
back
is.
north. So.
Ah, there they go. Somebody either scared them or took a shot at us. I don't know. But they were
One of them
beautiful.
honked too loud.
Yeah, I guess so. They may have heard me.
They could
Yeah.
be. Could be.
If they think that's scary, they should hear me sing. So
Mm.
anyway, let's go back over here. I tell you what, we could do. We could go to some of these cameras. Let's go to Metropolis and see what. Well, wait a minute. Their camera is
Some
gone.
of the cameras are out. Some of the cameras are out. I
Yeah, that one's
noticed.
completely gone. Wow. I don't see any cameras on mine here. What's going on here?
Okay.
It might be.
Nope.
You don't have any on yours either?
I don't have any on mine either. I see one camera and it's got a red background, and the ones that are there. So all those cameras all over Tennessee and everything and all that, they are gone. And Spirit Lake is gone. All the cameras out there. So something has gone down with the network.
Okay.
Cyclone Port Network would be my guess.
Yeah. Well, it was nice when we could see them. Yeah, I don't see.
I don't even see our cameras from the Whether or Not people over
No.
around Bowling Green area.
I don't
so,
either. Well, okay, so we will not have any cameras today to show, but that's okay.
Yeah, that happens from time to time. At least we got some of the local cameras in.
Yeah. Chris Meacham says the storm this morning around 4:30 was strong, very loud, and I'll attest to that. It woke a bunch of you up. I did check. There was no warning on it. It was not severe, even though it sounded like it. So it's one of those instances where it looks and sounds worse than it actually is. You know.
It woke Tammy up, but I'll be honest with you, I slept right through it.
Yeah, it's interesting. Let's see here. I'm trying to my chat's kind of cycled through. Okay, now it's back up now. Okay, so Dylan Dalton says, any more chance of snow, or can we finally enjoy the springtime weather?
I would say that's not likely, but I did see one place on the GFS as it ran through there where the 540 line did go south of us. But I didn't think they had much rain with it. So we could, on the backside of one of these, still see some snow flurries or something, but I'm not looking for a lot. I'm not ready to give up because I have seen it snow as far as into April in this area. So we just don't see it right now.
I was checking to see.
Yeah. Our longer range forecast that we put out for earlier was pretty accurate. We said we'd kind of be wintry and have a chance of snow right up until the middle of March, and then we'd go right into the severe season.
And that's exactly what's
happened. That's exactly what's happened.
Yeah, I see. I'm checking the cyclone port settings. Everything's on. It's just, there must be a problem with the network in general. Of course, that storm and the winds that have been with it were pretty amazing.
And those continued. They had potential for damaging winds in East Kentucky and all across West Virginia, Pennsylvania this morning, and all over the coast. I saw a tornado warning down in Florida earlier. I guess it's still going on down there, north of Orlando. But it's just been that storm is really, really potent, and it continues to march to the East Coast, and it's finally. Hopefully this is the last day and it's getting out of here.
There's the stuff in Florida that you were talking about.
Yeah.
And as we look up here, we'll look at all the different places it's getting still the rain. Here's the cold front, so it's just gotten through there. And this storm still keeps on giving as it goes on. Look at all the severe
that yellow right there is a tornado watch for the mountains around the border of West Virginia and Virginia.
Right. So, it's interesting. Anyway, let's see here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I wanted to talk to you all about some of the damage they had. If I can find some of the things I wanted to look at here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Helen Frederick in 1974. Yeah, there was snow on the 25th of April. There was also snow right behind the outbreak in early April that came through up in Xenia, Ohio, after they had an EF5 or an F5 tornado go through. The very next day or so, it was snowing and it was cold and raw. I went through there with my family just a few days after that. I was a teenager at the time, and it was cold and raw and rainy and wet and probably a little snowy when we were across there.
I want to show a few things from the National Weather Service that they had posted on some photographs that people have sent in from the Owensboro area. You know, Owensboro was had it pretty rough. They got some big hail, and these next two or three photographs I'm going to show you from Arden Gregory up in Owensboro. Let me pull it up here. Here we go. Wow, look at all that hail packed into there. That is pretty amazing. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger where you can see it better, maybe. I don't know.
That's as big as it gets unless you increase the whole size for everything. Yeah, there we go, maybe.
Yeah. Ye of little faith. So I thought you'd like to see that one. I think there's another one here. I can't. There we go. Here's another one for this from the same individual where you get an idea. That's a big hailstone. That right there is
That'd
hard.
put a knot on your head, wouldn't
Boy,
it?
wouldn't it? And then you go here. Here's another better one. Compare it to quarters. And gosh, those are huge hailstones. And not
Yeah.
only that, but it did a lot of damage. Come on here, Dave. Learn how. I'm just now learning how to operate this stuff. This is in from Danny Thompson, St. Joseph, Kentucky. Look at the hail damage to the vinyl siding. Windows broken out. Man.
Absolutely.
Here's another
Hail
one.
will do a number with any winds.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Here's one from Lindsey Stone in Owensboro. Wow. That's a tennis ball, isn't it? No, or is it a golf
No, that's
ball?
a golf ball.
Yeah, it's a golf ball. Let's see here. What else we got here to look at?
If you scroll on down, you'll see some damage inside a store there.
Well, here's a damage to a
Skylight.
skylight in that store, I believe, by Arden Gregory. And then here is inside the store. Look at the damage. It looks pretty significant. A lot of glass, and then there's some hailstones on the floor there too. But that store is damaged heavily.
Yep.
Let's see. This is by Andy Ball. Some smaller
that's-
hail.
Yeah.
That
So
was
it's
in
built up on a
Davies County.
window.
I like this. Mandy Stennett sent this one in from Owensboro. Look at that.
Yeah. Who needs snow when you can have ice, right?
Yeah, right. So looks like folks are enjoying looking at that. Let's go and look at Zoom Earth. I always like to look at the wind because this sometimes there's another storm there, one there. Wow, that's a big Aleutian low right here. If that's what
It
that
is.
is.
It is.
Um,
But when it's looser like that, it's usually not quite as potent.
right.
Although the north winds on it look like they're pretty strong.
So get an idea of what it's like. Looks like we've got a northwesterly flow here over us. As you can see, the wind flows out of the northwest. And let's see here. I want to go to, maybe I can go to temperatures. Yeah, 49 degrees. What is our temperature here, Mark?
About 45. And starting to drop. It got up to around 46 and it's starting to drop back down.
Yeah,
now.
this probably hadn't caught up with everything yet, but you get the idea. But there's the clearing skies finally starting out to the west, and it will be nice. Let's see here. Helen Frederick says, yes, Angie. Chelsea Reese says, wow, that is crazy about the the hail pictures. And Tracy Runyon says, my grandparents lived in Louisville, Kentucky back in 1974. They made it through the tornado. Helen Frederick. Connie Cancer says, hello, David and Mark. Angie said, I was a freshman on WKU's campus in 98, and I remember that. Well, hold on. I got to go get Mark back. It seems like I can't ever take him anywhere. Oh, wow. There he is. It came back so quick. Yeah. I was talking about the Hell event they took place in Western in Bowling Green back in 1998. I remember that very well because for even a year later, there were cars that were being sold that had hail damage. They all looked like they had a big ball peen hammer hitting, and so they did it up, but you could get them a lot cheaper. Of course, they were did it up, but they were nothing wrong with the cars. So Connie Cancer says, what's tomorrow looking like?
And I guess I got blanked out. I said tomorrow's supposed to be up around 60 degrees and sunny, so much better.
So 60. Oh, I see some sunshine popping up outside the studios there behind you, Mark. I think it's going to be. It is getting some sunshine. So anyway, Judy Bennett. Hello, David, Mark. I hope you get some rest later tonight. Peaceful sleep, and boy, I sure could use it. And it's one of those things where it's really nice to wind down. That's what this is, a wind down kind of post. We've been on 32 minutes, which is 2 minutes longer than I meant to. Tammy Gilkey Hester says, my husband does dent removal. He chases hailstorms. Well, if he chases hailstorms, he's got to be an expert at dent removing.
Yeah.
We do have a flash flood warning. Okay, we got flash flood warnings coming in Butler County, Muhlenberg County, and Ohio County, and Bell, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
So
I imagine so. After that, I got just over 3 inches of rain total out of that system at my house.
Yeah. Well, I hope everything is going well for everyone. Our next update's going to come in. Well, our next scheduled update's Wednesday, right?
Wednesday. And barring any development like a chance of severe weather or something, that'll probably be when we see you again.
Yeah, I'll see you on my Facebook stuff. I do Facebook Live. Try to do it once a day. Sometimes I'm successful. Sometimes it's just a written update, but you'll still be able to keep up with us on that. And anyway, Tammy Gilkey Hester says he is amazing. And Angie says, I pray God eases your mind and gives you all restful sleep tonight. Thank you, Angie. Very nice of you.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, Connie Atlan says, thanks for the update. Tammy Hester says, thank you guys for all you do. Connie Cancer says, thank you, Mark.
You're very welcome.
Chris Meacham, bring on warm weather, tired of the cold, stayed home from church today to rest from the night before. Oh, Chris, you should have said that. You should have said that. Oh, well. Anyway, I guess we will go ahead and call it an evening because my pillow is calling my name, and I think yours is too, Mark.
Absolutely.
Maybe if you're lucky, it'll start calling your name too. Get it? Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything you want to say to everybody before we go?
Everybody enjoy the start of the week. Again, we're looking for maybe some rain and showers on Wednesday. Hopefully they won't be anything bad, but we'll let you know if they will be. Otherwise, be safe, enjoy, and we'll see you then.
And if I don't see you here, I'll see you here.
Bye.